What's up, guys? It's your girl, Cyclitic with Foes. We're howling back at you again with some more Alan Wake today. Sorry about that. Apparently the ad system's weird now these days with the Twitch thing. I don't know why it's being a weird butt and keeps snoozing the ads right away. It might be something to do with my laptop system, I don't know. But welcome in, guys. I hope you enjoy your time here. Hope you're ready to have some chill vibes today. I know I'm ready to have a chill night. I'm so sorry this isn't my normal time that I'm live, but I needed some sleep. I really needed some sleep then. I still think I need some sleep, but it's fine, we don't worry about that. Pork wraps, some onions, mayo, seasoning salt, green peppers sometimes. Sometimes, so does it mean you didn't put green peppers on today, or did you do the sometimes and put green peppers on today? I also have to remember where we left off. I think we were in a good spot that we left off. Sorry, Deku. Didn't mean to get you wet. I was opening my drink cup and it whoosh, all over. And it's like, no! I'm like, it's just water, Deku. You're fine. Okay. Oh, big stretch. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. Also, I realized my Cheez-It box is blocking my monitor. I'm like, why can't I see that? Oh, Cheez-Its are in the way. One time you can blame Cheez-Its for messing up your gaming. Like, why didn't you do so well? That Cheez-Its were in the way. Don't judge. What? What do you want, Squeaky? Oh, it starts us here, eh? Curious enough to take him out. Didn't mean to do that. I just had to remember how to run again. Now, I'm gonna die here. The key's in there. Ow. It killed me. I got killed by a train, guys. Don't worry about it, though. Train's deadly. Not that deadly. I mean, technically it's deadly, that deadly because it did kill me. But we don't worry about that. I was an idiot and didn't dodge. want to kill the train, but I don't think I can, because it's a train. Say it's quite training. That does sound tasty, thanks. Huh. Neat. I can kill it. Kill the train, guys. Ow, train's killing me. I'm like, I'm killing the train. Nope, train's killing me. Alright, let's not die to the train again. It's fine. Everything is fine. Getting attacked by fridges. Or whatever those freaking things are. Maybe we take out the train first, then we take out the other thing? I don't know, I just don't want it to kill me. I say it as I let it kill me every time. I'm pretty sure you can't shoot the train because it's not a zombie. In the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. I was wondering where you went. Aha! I got an achievement for that. Let's go. Let's freaking go! I killed the train. It only took me a couple times, but we killed the train. And now we don't have to worry about the train killing us. Alright. What's gonna kill us in here? So if I remember correctly, this is where we stopped. Because we decided to call it here for the night. Last time. So we watched this.
Outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill.
Deku,
I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous
thanks
things
for that
from the magic lake,
Pinks.
using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Alright. Yeah, we did switch that last time too, because I feel like a hunting rifle is easier for me to use than a action shotgun. I know I said that weird, but don't worry. Alright, I see a ladder over there. Angie. Darkness is Angie. It's mad I killed its train. Oh hey, I was that close to a checkpoint and didn't even realize it. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot sometimes, guys. I should've just went a little bit further, then I would have reached the checkpoint now and have to face the train again. So one moment.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I was being a mullet today. Very much bullet. I'm assuming. Yeah, there it is. Flare gun. Also, I like how I got on top of it and like, I want to save my flare gun. So that thing is very handy at killing these darkness takeners, they're called, I believe. That is not the way down. Or forward. I believe this is the way forward. Just follow the path of the mountain, you'll be fine. That was another quick checkpoint. Uh-oh.
Birds.
You gonna attack me, birds? I'm not crossing that narrow bridge with birds on the way. Screw it. Keep trying, birds. Keep trying my patience. You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. So focused on Burbs runs off a cliff. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Birds.
This is why I don't like narrow paths, guys. Alright, which of you birds are gonna attack me? Oh, I made it that time. I didn't run off a cliff. Hey, hey, none of that! Birds. I know why burbs are evil, guys. I'm sure the birds won't follow me in here, right? Right? Oh yeah, we're in a silver mine, by the way. Anything cool down here? Or am I gonna get attacked down here? Honestly, I don't think that's the way to go. I would have shot it to find out, but... So, let's go to Cauldron Lake. Huh. Neat. So they want me to go in the tunnels to get to Cauldron Lake. Which tunnels? What? What do you want? Disembodied voice? I'm assuming that's the right way to go. It's just an assumption. Wait, what was that? I'm imagining things, guys. Or is this the right way to go? Huh. So I don't want to go the right way, okay, guys? I want to go the wrong way.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
This is probably the right way. I'm going back up here. I know, guys. I want to go the wrong way. Because I want to explore. Games like, eh. That's the problem with going the right way or the wrong way. You don't know which way is the right way or the wrong way for a first playthrough. So you're like, I'm gonna go this way. Wait. No, cutscene. No, I can't go back. I'm not looking at a guide for anything. Because I like to explore and figure things out myself. Want the flare. Want the flare. Ooh, lots of flares. Or is this the right way? I don't know. Manuscript.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Just let me get through this tonight. Oh, great. Want back up. Let me up. Want uppies. Yup, you can't get back up. Okay. Apparently, ah, snap, turtles. Ow, that's just rude. That's just rude, Gabe. They come out of nowhere. And like, you're so focused on the one that comes charging out, they're like, yeah, guess what? There's more, and they're right next to you, and then they have these scythes that are quick and kill you. You gotta be quick on your feet. That's just rude, game. Well, on the right side, I can explore that tunnel now. Because I found the right way to go. So I'm pretty sure that's the right way to go, otherwise they wouldn't have had enemies up on there. So we're gonna go down here, explore a little bit. see what was down here that we may or may not have missed after we got the headache. And then we can go back up to the right way.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Unless they're both the right way and I'm just like screwed either way.
Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Well, there's a page down here. I would have missed that.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Creepy. And honestly, I can't go that way, so. Alright, time to go the right way this time, guys. And hopefully we don't die instantly. Actually, since that's such a rough moment, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to switch my gears. Pushed the wrong button. Don't worry. I didn't need that. I'm gonna use my flare instantly, is what I wanted to say I was gonna do whenever we get there. Cause dang. I'll have a lot of flares at least, because games like here have a bunch of flares. Like, thanks, I appreciate the flares. They're very helpful. So is the ammo. So is that where they come from down there? No, that's not even a tunnel. Probably here. C comes out of there. Alright, that doesn't give you a lot of time to respawn. I don't want to get hit by his hammer. That thing looks like it would hurt. Good. I didn't get hit by the hammer. But I'm almost out of ammo already. I have 14 of those, but that's just rude. That's why the game gave you ammo right here. It's like, guess what? You're gonna need it. I'm like, thanks. I do appreciate the ammo. But can you give me more? I know I'm asking for a lot, but can you give me more ammo? So I'd really like to know who's leaving all this coffee everywhere. Definitely not this way.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Maybe. But at the same time, that means I have to deal with the machinery. Assuming that works. So this is a very dangerous situation, man. Will that one work? That one works. No, it requires me to jump. And I'm not the greatest at jumping, as you guys know. And then this last one has to be up here. A little awkward angle, but don't worry about it. So I've used so much flashlight battery on fighting the Taken. Ah, snapping turtles. They're after me, guys. I used to reach a checkpoint, so I have to get over there. Right? Guess, do I go up or do I go down? Pretty sure it's down, but I want to see what's up. Game's like, yeah, I know you're gonna need these. I appreciate it, man. Besides the point of that getting the manuscript.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson
Don't know if there was
laughed
anything
until
else
steel
of value
hammer
that I
above
needed to
his
get
head.
from there.
Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Oh, wow. That sounds quite deadly indeed. Alrighty, that sounds heek. Deadly. But it's fun. Just making sure before I go down anywhere that there's nothing else up here. It doesn't look like it. I have the high ground. Anything else around here that I'm missing? Just making sure there was nothing inside of it. So that could have been a folly on my part to dodge things, because I need as much ammo and stuff as I can get. I'm not very good at these types of games. I'm good at the solving parts, but shooting, parkour, anything that requires me to run for my life, more burbs. Alright, burbs. I pushed the wrong button. I pushed circle. Ah, checkpoint.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
No rage. Just great. At least I'm not wasting ammo right now. I got 11 flare gun ammo. Nice. Nice. Alright, just don't fall to my death. Where are the birds at? They're gonna attack me. Alright, what's attacking me? Where are you at? Told you. Oh, that's why it doesn't work. Ah, snap! You tried. Now. Yes. They're really trying to get the jump on me, and I don't like it. Hey! That's just rude.
Shit.
Throwing trains at me is rude, sir. More revolver ammo is nice. So I use this weapon a lot. See, this is where it would have had me land. But it didn't. It didn't mean. Alright. Who's next? Who's out to get me next? This looks like a perfect spot to be jumped. Yep. Easy despawn, man. Cauldron Lake. We're supposed to be going to Mere Lookout, or whatever it's called. Mere Peak Lookout. I probably should just read my screen on my little prompt up there. Probably would have been easier if I did that, but... Ah, that bridge looks fun. Can't run across its edge. Of course. Get off my mountain! Alright. Hammer hurts, man. Will you dodge? Game said no dodge. It quite literally said no dodge. Alright. Let's start off immediately with my shotgun. Not my shotgun, my rifle. Whatever this thing's called. The shooty shoots is. We're gonna start with the shooty shoots is, and... yeah. It looks like only one spawns in behind me. Nice. Alright. My flare gun ammo has been reached. Huh. Never thought I'd see that one. Definitely can't go that way. Oh yeah, manuscript page. It's like, oh, piece of candy.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Is the boss ever happy? No, bosses are never happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Alrighty. about my flare gun ammo? Ah. Hate when it gets misty like this, because then that means something's gonna happen, and I don't like it. Push. It's like push it. That's an old looking building. Wonder if there's anything cool in there. Highly doubt it. So I'm assuming that used to be a door and they blocked it off. I see ammo and I want it. Oh, I have to go in through the cellar. That's not cool. Unless, can I keep it gated? I probably have to get the key from the cellar. Alright. How many times am I gonna die down here? I bet probably 10. Someone had an obsession with Tom. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Talk to me on TV, eh? Alright, I'm gonna get attacked as soon as I get up there. Just a feeling. Hey, more shotgun ammo. Oh wait, I don't have a shotgun. Game, why you giving me shotgun ammo when I got no shotgun? Ooh, more flares. Ooh, those are gonna come in handy. This is what I need, more hunting rifle ammo. So where is he putting the shotgun ammo? I don't know. Can I get my flares without you trying to kill me for 5 seconds, buddy? 5 seconds. Can I just get up on supplies without you trying to kill me, game? Much appreciated. Game's still trying to kill me, isn't it? Yep. That's just rude. There's so many of them. Is that all of them? Yeah, flare gun OP. That is why we like the flare gun. And why I like to keep the flare gun on me. We don't worry about it. Okay. Also, we did fall through the floor. I was right about them attacking me in that area. I just wasn't right when they attacked. I just knew they were gonna attack. I just didn't know when they were gonna attack. Oh, so is this my jump button? Yep. the other side of the fence that we couldn't get across? I'm assuming. Yeah. I wanted to go back and grab that coffee thingy. Also, I need batteries. Can I have some batteries, game? I'm always running out of batteries for my cameras or flashlights in games like this, and I don't like it. Also, can I reach a checkpoint without dying? I'd appreciate that.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Does it have to be a boat? That's debatable sometimes. Oh yeah, Paige.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Oof. Alright. But I can't just Geronimo! Instead of going the long way down. It's like crazy, man.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Ooh, dude.
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
Oh, snap.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make her play ball. You see? They got a writing for us.
Huh.
Please, oh, I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt.
Plot thickens some more, guys. Is it that idiot? Uh-oh. That's one way to get yeeted into water. The amount of times this guy falls in the water and then wakes up somewhere else is uncanny, man. A very uncanny man. Theoretically, if I would have continued, I would have finished this chapter last time. Took about an hour to get to this point, so I would have got an extra hour. I would have reached into episode 3. So I guess that would have worked. But I'm like, yeah, I didn't have time for an extra hour last Saturday. Yeah. Well, we finished chapter 3. Or episode 3 in this case.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running.
So now we're on episode 4.
Seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told
Wheels
that Alice
within
had been
wheels
kidnapped.
is that trophy
was
that I
a
just
lie.
earned.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Oh, darkness, my old friend. the truth. Now,
Alan.
is this the truth?
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
It still looks like a nightmare.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative.
See, there's where that thing popped up.
You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
This is very trippy. That's for sure. You're a patient at my clinic. This doesn't look like a clinic.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was
Yeah, now it
happening
looks
to
like
someone
clinic.
else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here.
Well, I
No
wanted to
manuscript
sit
pages.
down. Guess I'm not sitting down, guys. I kicked my chair accidentally and it fell over.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Let me out.
Yeah.
Let me
I see you brought
out.
your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're
Let
being
me
very
out.
brave, Alan.
Let me
I
out.
understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now,
You're not letting
why
me out,
don't you
guys.
come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Do I have to follow this idiot?
This
Can I go this
corridor
way?
is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
So you're saying I'm particularly vulnerable, man. Okay. Give me my gun back and I'll show you how vulnerable I am.
encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we
Lane.
can get this thing under control if we work together.
Lane, where are
This
you?
way, Alan.
Tell me where to go. I'll go wherever I want. Can't go in Emerson. I can. Like, what if I want to go into Emerson's room? Night Springs, the video game, eh? And I can't go in this one's Sag. I'm going this way. Bye. I'm out of here. Jumps out the window. Whee! Mr. Anderson. I know you're in the Matrix.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that
Let me
everything
out.
revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams.
I would have jumped
Your
out that window and
mind
been
has
like, bye.
constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
So you say the darkness that's been trying to kill me, it doesn't exist. My wife's dead, and I should believe everything you say. Something don't add up here, man. Why does it look like we're in a bird cage?
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Like a birdcage.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
So, if it's all in my head, does that mean you're all in my head right now, bud?
Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have
Just
concocted
because something
in your
makes
mind?
more sense
You're
doesn't
a
mean it's
skeptic by
exactly
nature,
true.
Alan. We both know
Sometimes
this.
the crazy
Everything
things
can
are
be
the true
explained
things, and people are like, oh, no, it's too crazy to be true. This is the concocted truth for you. Guess what? I don't want you thinking about those things, so guess what? This is the true story now. And then it's like, oh, it's too easy to believe, so it's like, oh, I guess that's the truth then. I'm not delusional, you're delusional! I'm going upstairs, boy! Hey, person on the couch, let me in! Let me in! You're not letting me in. I know, I'm supposed to follow the idiot Dr. Hartman. I don't want to follow him. He mean. He mean. I don't like him. Oh, hey, it's a sundial. Out of my way! Well, look at the sundial. On the shadow, you said, there's a miracle illuminated. In the memory of a dear friend and poet. Alright, so it is Roman numerals. I can't read. I suck at reading Roman numerals. And it says it's on XI. Is I think. XII. So 12. At noon! At high noon, guys. Where am I going at? We're here at high noon. Pew! Alright, what do you want me to talk about over here, man?
I never get tired of
Also,
this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
if the
Called
lake
in
house
spread
never
below us. I could see
existed,
Mirror
and
Peak
that's
on the
how
other
his
side of the
wife
lake.
drowned,
I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was
how
nothing
does
but
that make
waves.
any sense, period? Because if the lake house didn't exist, then
seems
she
there's
never
a
was at the
storm
lake house,
coming.
so she never
Funny,
fell off
I
the
don't
side
recall
and
there
drowned.
being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way.
There's a lot
Follow
of
me.
holes in your plot, man.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths.
That's
of your
not good news,
imagination.
bud.
Not
I don't know who
surprising,
taught you how to
considering
tell
your
good news
profession.
and bad news.
Imagination is what you work
That's
with.
not how you tell good news.
After all
That's
your
more like bad
nightmares, this
news.
should come as an immense relief
And
to
then you trying to
If
make
it
me feel
doesn't,
better about it.
why is
It
that?
don't work that way.
Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's
I'm
part of
pretty
I let him
sure that you're
talk.
lying.
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved his
trying
own
to bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed.
madly inside my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me.
I don't
Once
wanna
you
work with
accept
you.
That, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
I'm fine. I don't need to recover. Ugh. Alright, where are you taking me now, old man? Come on, get moving, Mr. Khaki Pants. And his khaki pants, man. Never trust a guy out of khakis. You're too slow. Also, it's gonna thunderstorm. Why are we outside in the thunderstorms? Where are we going? Hurry up. You're too slow. Why do you move so freaking slow, old man? There you go. Huh. Neat. Hello. I mean, am I wrong, Pinks?
Come
Am
on,
I wrong?
Let's go inside.
See, that guy is not okay. I'm okay. That guy is not okay.
Now here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed
Buddy.
by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. I'm
Are you
a
supposed
real
to be a
bad
cat?
dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
If I run
Please,
into you tonight,
Emerson.
I'd probably end up
Mr.
slapping
Wake
you
is
across the
confused
room.
enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared.
Do
But
that
you
to me,
can't
but no
just
offense,
decide
I'm gonna slap you.
who you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay,
Right.
sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
She's a ballerina.
Now,
So is he in the video game right now? Is that what he's thinking?
As a part of the therapy.
Coffee.
As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Mine. I'm going to the staff room. Let me in. I'm staff now. Nope, I'm not staff, guys. I'm sad. I wanted to be staff, but it didn't work out so well. Ugh. Ninja. It's a ninja style. Oh yeah! Who has a squeaky toy? Whoa, hey, but you got a squeaky toy in there? Someone has a squeaky toy. I don't think I've imagined a squeaky toy. What'd that say? Here to give you specialist help you need, however, please observe the following. Please ask friends and families to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy or your periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically, I can't read, tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow. Go with the flow. Work best when you actively engage in shape. If you have any concerns, I still can't read, but we don't worry about that. Don't hesitate to voice him. No, I can't read, game. It's like, read? I can't read. It's not a squeaky toy, but it's a squeaky hammer. Okay. Weren't those the guys at the coffee shop at the beginning?
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face
Dang.
of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this?
It's
a
not
heavy metal
Thor,
band
it's
in
Tor.
the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the
I'm just
band
looking at
broke
their
up,
board
they
game.
lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
What you paid, man?
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short,
for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the
I have a
best.
feeling you're trying to hide something from me, bud. Also, one moment, guys.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to clear my throat. I don't know why it's been acting up so much lately. I think the weather's been giving me really bad allergies and stuff lately.
That's the
And
sanest thing
ugh.
I've heard in a while.
Did you just hit me with a hammer, bud?
You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Is that another manuscript?
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Words. Words are
My head
fun
was clearing
sometimes.
up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Moonbeams,
I
eh?
just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my
Baba
thunder,
Yaga.
witch.
Sounds like someone
And
from
my
Dragon Ball.
ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power.
I'm just listening to what these guys have to say.
An artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
The lamp lady.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but it's okay. I'm assuming they want me to go back to my room, and I don't want to go back to my room.
You can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say
Interesting,
they made a
dude.
contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny.
Oh, so I
It
can't
wasn't
tell if the
supposed to be
thunder's in the
about
game or
mullets.
outside,
Now
because
it's
it's a
a
thundering
fact.
outside too,
In
so...
slow motion, they
I'm
call
pretty
it
sure the
mullet
thunder's in the
time
game right
because
now.
the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight
What are you looking at,
faces and
Deku?
smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers
So you don't like me, because I'm a writer. Got it.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Yeah, I'll pet you, Deku. There you go. Yeah, better? Shh! You almost fell off, Deku. I was giving her a pet on the head, and then she rolled towards it. And she almost fell off the desk rolling.
There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
That's not creepy at all, man.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to
all.
saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Are you sure it will come true? Also, bearskin rug. Interesting. Very interesting. I gotta go that way to get to
Hartman
my
had
room.
mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Coffee!
Hartman
Thermos!
wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
It's a pretty interesting view outside. Not gonna lie. Reminds me of like a death mountain. All the smoke. Where's Fire Draggy at? She's gonna come out of nowhere. Take all the Gorons away. Alright. In my room? At my room.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Doesn't sound like it's calming.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
But I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Already get a dang hammer. Can I go out this way? Because... Nope.
Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Manuscript page. That wasn't there before, was it? I don't think so.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Alright, going downstairs.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair.
Hammer's Way will have it say, rise up in their name.
Where's the hammer?
Stage is all yours, Tom. Seize your destiny.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Alright.
markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients.
Yep.
I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
How? Bite my ankle.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work...
Those are some pretty cool work, smart man.
At all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
The creepy, angry Taken.
I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all...
I'm listening to the tape in the background. That's why I'm looking around, guys. Don't worry about it.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on.
Can you blame him?
I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here. Even when he's home. Please help me.
There's the one behind the door, too.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Interesting.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time. And he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
The plot thickens. Don't know what the plot thickens to, but the plot thickens. I already played the tape. I already played the tape. Don't make me.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Mm-hmm. It's like that dude did look familiar. Open the lock. I say Barry. I almost said Barry.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses,
I guess that works.
That vet gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch.
Yeah. That my gun.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Uh-oh.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on.
Told you he was lying.
Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Son of a fish sharp.
Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Go, Barry. You don't want to get shot in this matter,
Wait,
man.
Listen to me. This is
Who's
a
a
mistake.
dick?
Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
Uh-oh.
With your ability and mine.
So, about the darkness not being real, man. What was that about, He smiled. Dude's like, oh, hey, guess what? You've been taken over, man.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Dick. Hey, don't turn out the lights on me. Oh, hey, wolves. Darkness will be on me any moment now. No. Yeah, I got it, but it can't be made. I don't have a flashlight. Rude. Games like, oh yeah, the darkness is on you. I have no light. Oh, can't go that way.
I needed light to get the possessed wolves out of my way.
Everything's attacking me and I don't like it. Okay, I can't go that way. Alan got the note. Don't go outside, it kill you. Outside's deadly, guys.
I had to find a way out.
A way out, eh? Howdy, Wolfos, how are you? Hello, Lumi, how are you? I can't open a door, that's how I am. I'm Nodoka. How you doing? Did it really? Thank you. I was like... The game's really like, you gotta find a flashlight. Does that mean I can turn on the generator? Finally? I definitely like Dead by Daylight now. It's the finishing. What's she eat? Angie. Watching the show. Chicken, green beans, and potato salad. Potato salad's good. So it's chicken and green beans. I had some garlic herb rice and some tuna earlier before stream. Tasty, tasty, nice. I don't think they stream at all though, Pinks. But I appreciate it. Sounds nice. Well, you turn on, man. You actually, you do, Lumi? Ah, nice. I pushed the wrong button. This is Dead by Daylight all over again. Thank you. Muffet. Little puppy. Anybody else? It's over there in that corner. Deering it. Again. I pushed the button poorly. Is there any way to turn this light? I don't think so. No Muffet today. Angry, scary thingies that be annoying. Oh, they're down there, that's why. They're just hiding. They have an actual flashlight, so I can get rid of them. Oh, I am boy again. Saying hi before heading off. Fair enough. I appreciate you stopping and saying hi at least. I think I know what I need to do. I'm being dumb. I think I know what I need to do. Not fail the prompt. Now you guys know why I suck so much at generators and Dead by Daylight. Much. I need to fix that. Hey, we turned out the lights. Oh, there goes my only flare. Guess it worked though. Hey, another flare. Will you stop turning out the lights, man? I don't appreciate you.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
He just wants to use people. Can't go that way. Come at me, bruh. Come at me, bruh. Bye! Thanks for opening the door for me. I appreciate you. Can I go out the store? Nope. I gotta use the ball, don't I? He's stuck. The ball be stuck, man. Come on, Mr. Ball, you gotta come at me, Bray. Whoa. It's gonna hurt. Told you it was gonna hurt, but I'm free.
Ow! I'm here!
I told you it was gonna hurt, but I got out of there.
Found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go go through the hedge maze over there.
Mary, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Take the flashlight. Appreciate it.
Look at the house, Al.
Wow. Let me in, Mr. Garden Gate. I'm out. Yeah, the house does look bad. It's Monster House. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the movie Monster House, but that's what it reminds me of. The house has become a monster house. Alright. Is that how I go through the hedge mazes through that gate? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright. Time for a fun maze. I used to play around in mazes like this when I was a kid. Like, corn mazes. Those things are so huge compared to when I was a little kid. Hi. Bye. Yeah, I used to play at a lot of corn mazes when I was a kid. I was pretty good at navigating them. My friends always got lost, it was funny. Whoa, man. I heard you coming, I just didn't know where. Hey, manuscript page.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a
I didn't know
remote
Damien
field.
was here.
When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Intriguing, man. More batteries and ammo. Thank you. Alright. They're coming for me, eh? I need this. Ow! Get that hoe out of here. I'm dead. I'm trying to get to the big guy. I should take out the little guys first because they're gonna be more problematic. All the way back here. Rude. It's fine. We can do this. Yeah. Where you at, evil dude? How are you not dead? Thank you. You can hear the evil guys moving around, eh? But I need to go heal. Hey! Game's rude, I can't go back. gonna miss the ammo and batteries. Like a manuscript page.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Yeah, nobody cares, Hartman. You're dead. I think he's dead. Yeah, he dead, Deku. Hold on. What's up? What's up, Deku? There. Is that better? She just flopped on my lap. She's just like, I'm gonna be on your lap and lay it on your controller. I'm like, no, you're not. I need my controller. Pain in the butt. Yeah, you're a little pain in the butt, and you know it. Is that better, Alright. Can I have my controller back now? Yeah? Cat! Yeah, cat. Oh, stop! Stop! That's my arm! I can't have my arm back. You're a pain in the butt! You're a pain in the butt! Stop eating my arm! I let you on my lap, and now you just eat my arm off. Stop it! Stop it! Deku? Stop it. Alright, hold on one second, guys. Stop attacking me, you little pain in the butt! Stop it! Now go play. Sheesh. Just start biting my arm off. I'm like, Deku, stop!
Turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes me...
I don't think I reached checkpoint. Take more ammo though. I'm gonna need it. Do I have another? No, I don't have another gun, so I'm stuck with whatever ammo I got. Oh boy. So I need to not miss my shots. I also have the hiccups now and I don't like it.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and cold.
Is that Hartman? You know what sucks is I have to fight him and birds. Ow! That make me fight both things at once. won't let me pick up the flare gun, but at least I know there's a flare gun down there. When you gotta fight birds and people at the same time.
We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad.
So the trick is to grab the flare gun. Wonder if I can kill him easily with the flare gun. Or the flare gun might be for the birds. That's a lot of birds. There's an emergency slip out there too. I didn't notice. Flare gun was for the birds. Ow. Just so much freaking damage and I don't like it. I'm dead. Birds killed me! So I killed him. I need to save the flare gun for the birds. Either that or I gotta run for the hills. I didn't notice if there was an exit or not that I could have taken whenever I killed him. So I have a feeling that I have to kill him before I get anywhere. That's some extra cheese crackers. Ooh, cheese crackers. Stop trying to make me hungry, Lumi. I want some cheese crackers now. Oh, hi. Hi. I'm out of ammo. Mr. Sheriff, bye, Mr. Sheriff. I'm out. I'm out of ammo. No! You missed! Leave me alone! No. Ow! I got 1 HP in a dream. I'm dead. I was almost to the checkpoint too, man. That light was the checkpoint. That's rude. That is very rude indeed, man. Alright, let's try this. I don't blame you for still being hungry. Alright. I'm gonna try something a little bit different this time. It's probably gonna be very risky. And probably stupid. But I think it might work if I just do it well. If I do it right. We're gonna use the Last of Us strategy that I did that one time. Dodge. Alright.
That way we don't have any trouble.
Ow! Well, the Last of Us strategy didn't work because I got hit too many times. I hate the stupid dude. I have to hit him like just the right angle, and I gotta lead him further away. That's what I need to do. I gotta lead him further away so he doesn't hit me as I'm gathering my supplies. And I need to actually probably hit him with a couple bullets to keep him off my back. Alright. First off, I need to pick up this flare gun. Not my intended strategy, but... What the? Sky! Sky! If I have a mod around, can I get a shout out for Sky, please? How you doing, Mr. Sky? Ah! Forgot he was here. How you doing, Sky? Doing the bot no worky. You can do the slash shout out. I think that one will work. My bot's probably being dead today. I am doing. My bot's probably asleep still, and that's probably why Stream Elements doesn't want to work today. It's fine. I don't want to work today. That is a mood. Thank you, Pinks. So I'm using that way. Not gonna lie, nice. Yeah, I use both. Because the slash shoutout actually puts the thing up top to where people can click on the little heart up there to give them a follow if they aren't already following. And then the other one, whenever I have a PC again, we'll do clip shoutouts again, but for now it's just there to have an extra way of doing it. But I feel that mood, Sky. Also, I got 3 bullets to my name. Just waiting for my buds to hop on so we can play 7 Days to Die. I don't like zombie games, but this one I don't mind. The 7 Days to Die. Fair enough. Yeah, shotgun. I've never played 7 Days to Die, but it seems like it'd be a fun game. I've watched people play it.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ugh. Am I free yet? Am I free? Also, I got rid of the birds with my accidental flare shot. So I killed the guy and got rid of the birds at the same time with my accidentally firing the flare I didn't want to fire. Yay for accidents! I hope you have fun with that, though, Scott. Seven Days to Die does look like an interesting game, though, for sure. Leave me alone! You missed. Ow! Went through. Dang nabbit. Thank you. This game, I had to put it on my wish list. I need to put it on my wish list. It's a good game. I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. That's for sure.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall.
This is the remastered version.
And there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay.
It's very intriguing, that's for sure.
At night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way
that's
down.
Something I'm used to
Barry
playing.
turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Apparently, Barry threw a bomb in there because the world exploded after he screamed and threw his hands in there, so. Also, I am out of ammo completely. And out of flashlight battery. How do I keep doing this to myself, guys? I mean, I can recharge my flashlight here too. Like, they're gonna give me some ammo, not a lot, but they're gonna give me some ammo here. Let's throw the guns at them, right? Like, here, take this, I'm out of ammo. Chuck the gun at them, they're dead with gun. Yeah. I mean, if you break the gun into like a spear, you can throw like throw the spear at them. That might work. So you might never be able to use the gun again after that, so. Hi. Hey, hey, hey! Let me reload my weapon. Sheesh. I'm dead. They're so mean. They're so mean. They're bullying me, Sky. Ditched. Yeah. Very much ditched. No, it's screwed. I'm going this way. Hey, hey! Back off! See, they get to do multiple attacks. That's the problem. I get to slice and dice and that, and then I'm like, I got a gun. I'm okay, I got a gun. Alright, we're gonna pull out the gun right away. So we know we don't need to go that way because there's nothing over there. So if I can get around this one dude, and then get on the stairs, and then turn my back to the stairs. Boom. That's how that's done. Ooh. It's paradise, man. All these flares and ammos. We got a shotgun, ammo, we got some coffee. Now which way do I go though? There's Barry up there. That's the way to go, is that way. Alright, I want to see what's up here. I think there's just a manuscript up here. Manuscript's
Hartman
better.
watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down. Give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Hartman's a dick. I'm glad he's dead. We killed him. He became a Taken, and then we killed him. Watch, I'm gonna reach the end of the chapter, so all this stuff's gonna come and null and void. Or the next checkpoint, and then I'm gonna have nothing again. Game likes to do that. Oh, snap, turtles.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Hi, birds.
Barry. Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
we're screwed.
Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, he says. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it.
Hey, you're not allowed to climb, bud. Get off my pedestal.
Hang on, Al.
I see one out of the corner of my eye. Ow! How am I supposed to survive this? Ain't no way, man! Also, Sky, I don't recommend you play on the difficulty I'm playing. I'd say play on the easier difficulty. I'm on the middle difficulty. This difficulty's hard. It's not hard, but it's hard, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Hey. I don't care about your dang quarter. Will you? Not letting me recharge my battery. I usually keep it down in the normal difficulties. Yeah, this is normal. This is normal difficulty, Sky. I didn't want to do easy because I didn't want it to be too easy, and I didn't want to do hard because it was too hard. Nightmare because I think that would be too hard, but...
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! Just hang on, Al! Oh, hey, found a corner! I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
Ah! It won't let me load my battery. Alright. Let me try this again now, shall we? Oof. This is hard, man. It's normal.
Hurry up, Barry!
Get off my pedestal!
Just hang on, Al!
Get off! Will you let me reload my flashlight? Alright, I think I know what I need to do. I need to try a different strategy. I need to get off this platform. This platform's getting me killed. Listen, you did well that time. I appreciate that. I need to get off this platform. Even for the platform, it seems like they're cornering you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! Just hang on, Al!
I'm stuck. Yeah. I got stuck in a bush. I see where I can go. Apollo, welcome in. That's what I'm saying. I jumped during the cutscene. Woohoo! Turning my foot Monday morning. Oof.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on.
I hate that they can do that. I got stuck. Well, I was doing a little bit better there. Sheesh. Oh, 1 second. I'll read that message in a minute. Well, I actually screw up this time over the dude. Between family relations, problems, friends. Sorry to hear that, Apollo. Hope things get better for you with the ankle and peoples. I know how bad peoples can get. Will you let me dodge? You're a twig. Ow! It's the big guys that keep getting me killed. So they like do 2 hits and I'm dead. Right. But I need to focus on the little guys because they're so fast. Because they do multiple hits.
Hurry up, Barry!
How do you get so close to me, bud? Leave me alone. No. Leave me alone. Are you sure you found the key? Let me in. There we go. We got past it there.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest.
Hell yeah. Right, Sky?
Come back soon, sign.
I like Extreme Elements is actually working again, though.
You were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is
I owe
through,
you nothing,
if
bud.
we make it, I don't care what anybody says. I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
You're gonna live in a tanning bed. I don't think that works. I don't think you can live in a tanning bed. What are you doing, Deku?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice,
You're not wrong.
They never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Goodbye, cruel world! I wasn't driving this time, guys. You can't blame my driving skills. Oh hey, I'm almost dead.
I lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
I told you there was no point in gathering all that ammo, guys. What'd I say? Literally said it right there. Like, there's no point in me getting all this ammo and stuff because I'm just gonna lose it anyways for the next checkpoint. Point in case, right here. I got nothing again. Why? Why do you treat me like this? I gotta go find more ammo and stuff. I don't even have a flashlight anymore.
Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
I don't care about my cutout.
Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here.
You might want to find the gun.
Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
That's funny.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm I'll be waiting!
Huh.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Don't fall off the side. That'll be just my luck to fall off a cliff. Bird! Stupid birds. These birds are evil, guys. Burbs are evil. Really? Really, darkness? You're gonna throw a tree at me? Oh, come on. Can I have something up here besides this, coffee? Ow! Just want the coffee! Ow! And I'm dead. Just throwing barrels at me, man. I didn't know this was Donkey Kong. Hey, sheesh, man. Donkey Kong is throwing barrels at you. Hi again, Deku. How are you? Do not bite my arm. Or I will hurt you back with the bites. I will bite you back. Go numb. You won't like it. Yes, those are my legs. Alright, so. Oh well. Laughing at the cat or the barrels or the dog. Ow! Just give me my coffee! Run, Forrest, run! Ow! Alright, we made it safely down here to this manuscript. What?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the
Got your
booby
tail.
hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch.
You can't
and he
lower
knew
my
who it
defense,
was.
Deku. It doesn't work.
Driving for his
Kill
life
don't
and
work
knowing it
IRL.
was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
She's trying to use tail whip on me, and then if I can put her tail on me, and then she tries to bite my arm, thinking she lowered my defense. It didn't work out. It didn't work out so well for her. Yeah, I know it didn't. Alright guys, I'm gonna get up and take a short break though. And get up and stretch. I suggest you guys get up and stretch, get yourself something to snack on, something to drink. Thanks! What the heck are you doing? About time to do this, present time. Do appreciate you, Pinks. Thank you again for the tier 3, 44-month streak, 46 months of tier 3 love. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get up and take a break. I suggest you guys get up and take your breaks as well. See you guys momentarily, and get up and stretch, get yourself something to drink, and I'll see you soon. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get up and stretch. So my back's been killing me lately. So I had to get some stretch and reliefs for the back pains and such, but we're good. Be good now. Deku's not being a bully anymore. We're gonna continue forward. Onwards and forwards we march. Going back in reverse. So I should probably plug my phone in so it can charge while I'm doing this. Go. To the farm! So the only reason they come back here was for the manuscript. Assuming we go this way. I was hoping to find a flashlight or a weapon over there. That didn't go so well. Ow. We got T-boned, guys. Get that generator on, I think,
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Alright, so now I need to find the generator. It should be up here. See a manuscript. Yeah. There was a hole in the ground that I almost fell through. That would have been bad.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
I don't want to be arrested.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
I mean, it worked. Ow! You know, I literally just said I had to jump over that so I didn't fall through. And what did I do going back? I fell through.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Yeah, flashlight at least. Zero charge. Trust no one in the dark. I mean, facts. So, yeah. That's not good. Ow! I need to lead them away. I'm dead. I need to get the generator turned on, but no, game's like, no, guess what? No generator for you.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without
They
a
give
weapon
you enough
was
time to get
dangerous,
it turned
but I had
on.
no choice.
I'm just slow. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw batteries there. Right. Come on. Ow! Ow! just rude, and you know it. I had it started on the last one, but because he whacked me as I hit it again. That's just rude. Rude game is rude, guys.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
I had it on and everything, and it's like, nah. Alright, we try again. Screw you. If you're gonna be rude about it, I'll leave that generator alone. Let me get up here. I hate these guys. I hate these idiots. Why the game have to be so
I could sense the
mean?
movement in the woods ahead. Facing
Like,
the
you
enemy
don't get
without
a
a weapon was
weapon.
dangerous, but I had no choice.
Alright. I'm gonna try the generator one more time. Actually, I'm not, because I can't get the button to work. Alan, you suck at running, by the way. Also, I missed my chance to get batteries because I didn't grab them while they were there. The generator. But it's fine.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Nah. I have a weapon, please. I got a heavy duty flashlight now. That's not a weapon. Game's really not gonna give me a gun, is it? Game really said here, have a flashlight, have fun.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I mean, I'll take the cabin. At least this is a checkpoint. The heck?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
What if I don't want to know how the story goes, huh?
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Free! Will it truly be free? It's darkness. Is darkness ever truly free? Alright, let's grab all this macaroni, some flares. They'll come in handy. Ah, great. I'm like, ooh, shiny things. Bear traps. So I remember stepping on those before. They hurt. Oh, hi. There was one literally right next to me that I almost ran on. That would have been bad. I also don't see some until I reach them. So... Hey, does this mean... Ah, the power went out.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Thank you for the gun.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
So the Anderson brothers, or whatever those idiots are, they escaped too. So that's good, I think. Take kind of filled with darkness. Thanks for all the shotgun ammo. That's nice. They left me shotgun and a bunch of shotgun ammo. I do appreciate that. Am I gonna use it all? Most likely. Do I want to use it all? Not really. Oh look, more bear freaking traps. I hope I'm heading the right way. I hate to be going the wrong way. Of course there's gonna be taken. Told you I was gonna use up almost all my ammo. Of course, there's more idiots. Leave me alone. I went on a bear trap. You know how hard it is to see that bright light in bright light? Very hard. Alright, so what did we learn? Let's just get past these idiots. That's what we learned. Step on the bear trap. Did I really successfully dodge him? I literally successfully dodged the idiots. Without wasting my button. My gun ammo is good. I did something cool for once, guys. I got good. Oh, no. Okay. Just had to double check some things with my phone going blah 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 blah.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Can I steal the car and wreck it? 'Cause that's what's gonna happen.
Hello? Anybody here?
Dude.
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
That didn't sound pleasant. Am I taking all this ammo and stuff that I'm finding? You bet your buttons I am. I don't know why I was bet your buttons, but... Ah. Oh, wow.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a good
You don't want to
movie.
know, bud. I'm sorry.
The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
He dead now. Sorry, dude.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
It's an interesting way to look at it. Kind of figured it was gonna go that route where he was bound to the story and such. Also, Danny's gonna show up any moment. Because Danny is the bad guy now. Either that or the guy's gonna come back to life and then come after me. Alright, Danny, where the heck are you? Hi. There we go. Danny did.
Yes, Danny, huh?
Sorry, Danny.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Need a car, eh? Also, there's a manuscript page out here that I would have missed if I would have went the other way.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was
I'm curious what these missing pages are
The
that you
emotion
have to
infinite
get in
could
nightmare
wait for his
mode.
approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject.
I
Mott
can't
had given him
imagine
too
playing
much
this game
leash.
in nightmare
2
mode,
days,
and this
who
is
knew
a
what could
hard
happen?
the difficulty
Hartman
for
would have to
normal.
find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Rein him in quickly. I don't want to rein anybody in. Okay. So, here's the part where we get in a car. And hopefully don't crash said car, because we're gonna need it to get all the way to the farm. Alright guys, car time.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
I want the coffee, okay? I'm assuming they assume you wrecked this car, and there's an option to walk down here all the way too. But if I have the car, I'm not gonna walk. Watch, I'm gonna crash the car just like that. I'm gonna try not to wreck this truck. I want to be able to, through things. Seems to be a theme of crashing. Don't worry about it, Sky. Driving cars in video games is hard. Do I go that way to get to the farm? Or do I go up to get to the farm? Alright, arrow! Supplies are this way. There's another car here. Nope. I'm out. I'm out of here. My car's on fire, but I'm out of here. They really want you to have a car. I mean, there's another car right here. The game really wants you to have a car. They're nice enough to provide you a lot of cars. I appreciate it, game. You know me too well. I know, Deku. Hunting rifle. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that over the shotgun.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is
But
Batman
what if I always
on
look
PBF,
confused?
and hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Alright, we're getting in the other car now. We're gonna take the smoking Jeep somewhere else, and then we're gonna get in that car. I know! Leave me alone! I don't wanna! Ow! These guys are mean. No! No! Rude sir. I just want all that ammo. Alright, I parked the Jeep in a bad spot, so I'm gonna move the Jeep backwards. So I can get the car out of here just fine. There you go. Yeah, I saw nothing. The Jeep's fine, don't worry about it. Alright. Alright. We good, I think. There wasn't a fence there, what are you guys talking about? No. Alright. Let me through! Ah, my car. I don't want to leave the car behind. Leave me alone! Sheesh, man. Everything's trying to kill me. I don't like it. At the farmhouse I have to get to. I gotta go through this frickin' field without a car. At least I reached a checkpoint. Why does it feel like this whole place looks like it's lit up by fireworks?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
Well, that's one safe place to be.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off!
I know I do.
Fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped!
Yeah?
Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
Ow! Can I switch? No! You're rude, sir. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm getting bullied on a stage, guys. It's fine. At least that's a checkpoint.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot!
Hello, dude. How are you doing?
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Yeah, there's a lot of ammo. I knew I'd need it. Collateral carnage. switch to the shotgun.
Ow! Stay in the light!
What light? I was like, what light? Oh boy. How are you doing, dudes? As you can see, I'm dying.
You decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Instead of shut up and drive, it's shut up and shoot.
We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around?
Hey!
This is stuff!
Dude, that didn't even give me a shot, mate. Alright, so get the ammo first.
Al, we have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This is stopped! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on! Yes! Here we go! Very well! To the rescue!
Nope. Yeah. Sheesh. I get hit once, and then I get locked into the combo of wombo comboed. Hey. Missed, bud. Stop it. Hard to stay in the light when I keep getting hit.
Do it for battery, please, please, please!
Out of flames. Ow.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Alright, anything else of value that I can get while I'm here?
This way to the farm!
I'll go to the farm in a minute, mate. I want to make sure I'm stocked up on stuff. I like my lantern over the heavy-duty flashlight. It's nice. That was a fun little bit. It's bad I can't steal that van and go to the farm. At least we don't die.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll
Nobody
come back
cares
for it
about
once
the
we have the
stupid
place
cutout.
secure.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Before the ambush comes. Do you climb the ladder? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive.
Will you stop being an idiot?
Serious. Right now, I'm just standing
Ow.
here because I need my best friend Barry to catch.
There's a boat.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff!
I'm a fool on her mom. Hey, look. It's movie time again, guys.
Oh, Night Springs! Man! Brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs.
Although we're fine now.
The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden
We're watching a movie, guys.
decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness of the
I swear, something attacks me while I'm watching my movie.
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure
Everything's a dream, guys.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy.
God, Dep, have fun, Wolfos. I appreciate you stopping in, Sky. Enjoy your fun with your, 7 days to die.
But his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that.
And enjoy zombies. I appreciate you. Stay awesome.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah?
What's happening?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God, help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Interesting. I got a wife and kids, don't wake up. He wakes up. Oh. That's gone. Making sure we're not missing anything cool down here. We definitely have a lot of ammo now, which is nice. I'm gonna use this opportunity to reload. But then I don't have to worry about it next time I run into the take. And... I can't pick up the other ammo by his feet though, so... I pushed the wrong button. I meant to grab it, and then bleed it.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm.
Sheesh, man.
Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing.
So unfiltered water.
Cutting his
It
eye
doesn't
out.
sound very
Tor runs across the
healthy.
field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Doesn't sound fun. Not one bit.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Charge! Was it good going? Oh, great. I'm gonna have to fight my way out of the barn, aren't I? Wait, what was that? Take more batteries. Those will come in handy. Hi, buddy. What did I tell you? Two for one, P-Race. Ow. I got electrocuted. Where are you at, Barry? Help if I actually aim. Now come on, it's one of these idiots. Just keep running around like an idiot. I hate the ones that run around. Where you at, Barry? Oh, man. Ow! You are mean! I'm dead meat. Yep. I am dead meat. My dead is meat. If that makes any sense, man. Oh, one moment. My dead is meat and meat is dead. That makes any sense whatsoever. So are you okay, PS4? It made a noise like it was gonna shut down any second. I'm like, hello? You okay? So my laptop just crashed. Words are hard, man. I'm trying to get my laptop to work again. Cause I need it to work. Cause I need it to see chat. But it's not wanting to work. I need a new laptop. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Might need to reboot it again at one point. Later in the day. It's slowing down again and I don't like it. Come on, laptop. You can do it. It's okay, I just need to close a few of the tabs it has open and it might run properly again. Surprisingly, I don't have a lot of tabs open. Which is weird for saying for something like me. So I like to lurk a lot of places. It's just my laptop can't handle it much anymore. Which isn't fun. One day I will actually have a PC, and that would be nice. And it crashed again. I just was reloading my tab. No. Yeah. Don't crash on me. Why you bully me, laptop? So what's test tab on? Okay. Like, what's that tab on? It was weird. I don't even know how half the tabs I was lurking in. Yeah, I can close that. Yeah, that should fix it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oof. Big oof. Dang nabbit, Bobby. Alright. I think everything's working again. I think everything is working again. I think we're good. I think we are... Yeah. It ain't good. Alright. How did Barry get through all this just fine? Oh, so where's Mr. Zippy Zap Zap? The guy that ran around like a maniac. Okay. How are you not dead? It's not just a typewriter. You're not just a typewriter. Will you stop? Thank you. Alright, I think I killed all of them. I'm running out of all my shotgun ammo, but it's fine. I need to get rid of this truck. How would you get over there, Barry? Sheesh. I don't know how he got over here so easily, but he did, and I don't like it. Alright.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Yeah, good luck
Before
getting
this
released
layout,
into
okay?
singles.
I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
What if I don't want to take a closer look at this stuff? What if I want to get the heck out of here and then just be like, bye, have a beautiful time? Like, come on, man. Is that too much to ask for? Just have a good time and be like, bye. I don't know why my laptop's being a butt today. All days, but it's fine. Don't worry about a laptop. Alright, I guess we should explore. I'm assuming we have to go up there. But yeah, I'm guessing since there's no other way to go.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
I don't want to find another way. Think about that one? No. Oh, so there's nothing in here. This place is barren. I don't like barren places. They're not fun.
Be careful, Al!
You telling me to be careful? You're the one downstairs. I got more shotgun ammo. You don't like shotgun ammo. Oh, hi. 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 No, I only got one bullet left after all the ammo I picked up. I'm not okay. Game's mean. It literally just gave me the ammo and then it's like, nah, you don't get to keep this. You get all this ammo for this guy White here. I'm glad it gave me it, but at the same time I wish it would give me more. Also, I hear movement, so I know there's something else around here. Oh, it's probably up there. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna be screwed. Alright.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in
Yeah,
the
I'm just
studio.
gonna listen to this guy's
Boys,
jabbering.
how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah.
Your fist
Actually,
keeps
Pat,
everybody
we've been
busy.
real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare
You say
your
irons
workload
to
last
fry?
year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the...
All the missing people are dead.
Just, you know...
just setting that out there for you guys.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey,
it's definitely
talking
Pat.
Here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
What train of thought? You never had one.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Interesting. Alright, who's up here that wants to kill me?
See the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
I don't like this. Not one bit. Ready to die.
Got to be kidding me.
Told you. And here come the other enemies. As if on cue. Oh no. Ow! You know what? Screw it. I know how to defeat these guys without... Ow. You just me, thank you. Come on. You gotta be kidding me, mate. Where'd he go? Where's the big guy? Oh, there he is. Like, where the heck is he? I don't know if there's another one around me or if it's just the big guy. I'm luck, I'm probably gonna get ambushed. No, it's just the big guy. I need to let what's his face out of the silo, don't I? I ain't getting back in there. How do I let what's his face out of the silo? I can't go through the fences. Can't go under the door. Oh, so that harvester wasn't too bad. I'm assuming it's through here, where the guy busted in. Who would have thought there'd be silo keys? This door, right? What they wanted open.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
No, it's a ghost.
Hey, let's go, man.
It's me, you dingbat. You know, you could have helped me by following me. It would have been easy for you.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al.
It's so heavy. I just shoved my shoulder against it.
That's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Don't jinx
This
it.
farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Don't jinx it. Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's
Hey, we reached the checkpoint.
The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
If I can find the fuse box. Please do not recycle. What happened to the guy's fridge? I probably don't even want to know what happened to their stuff. Reggie!
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Yeah? You think?
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the
I'm
fuse
assuming
box.
you have to figure out. Is the fuse box downstairs? Oh, a coffee thermos.
Come on, Al. Let's get the lights on, huh?
You're in my way, Barry.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah.
Boo!
I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those
Gods
guys
know the
sound
truth.
awesome.
Dude, get up the dang stairs! Thank you. Sheesh, man. Hey, manuscript.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night.
Like the dude wouldn't even get up the dang stairs.
Cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Weird. Kinda trippy.
music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
I mean, fair. I got there just in time, man. I had to sneeze, so I'm like, oh, mute.
What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Bathroom lights are on now. Ugh. Allergies need to stop kicking my butt. That's all I'm gonna say. So you gotta find the stupid lady.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Are you sure staying here the night?
Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Well, they're getting wasted. Okay. Are you sure that's a good idea? With all the bad, evil things outside.
We don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
He fell asleep on the floor. Oh boy. That got crazy. Now he's, disembodied. Alright. I'm here.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
So I was supposed to jump off the cliff.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Hey, bud.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
So what happened?
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window? Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
She's a creepy lady, that's for sure. I don't like her.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Wicked Witch of the West.
Maybe upstairs in his study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty.
Dang,
All she wanted
she's
was
savage.
to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
It's a very, cruel way to blackmail someone, just saying.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Hello, darkness,
No.
my old friend.
I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice.
You were saving nobody.
Even with the cobwebs she
know,
put in my head,
Deku.
some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape
What?
into the story.
What's the
To
cooing
bring a
for,
light into the cabin to release
Why
me
are we
before I
cooing?
could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
Here, little one.
It
Whoa.
isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know
Don't
I'm
nom on
here.
me.
It will be back soon.
You can't nom on me.
It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
He's a scuba diver.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
And darkness takes it over. Hey, hey, ow, ow!
The week spent in the cabin.
Don't
had
you
taken its
mirror
toll.
me.
I
You're
was
the one
barely
biting my arm
conscious
off.
and fading fast.
Let go. Let go.
It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even
Don't be a
deeper into
butthead.
whatever dark place he now haunted.
Butthead.
But he had managed to weaken the dark presence.
Stop it.
Kept me safe that night.
Why are you such a pain in the butt? Hmm? Why are you such a pain in the butt? And that's how you ended up in the car crash.
It's my fault.
Ow!
That's right.
my ankle!
James Joyce, it's
Stop it.
your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, that's one way to end a chapter. Get my feet attacked by kittens and then violence. So, fix my laptop again. Yeah. Let me fix my laptop real quick. Also, welcome back from the ads, guys. refresh that, fix that. I'm gonna reboot my laptop real quick, guys, so I can get that working again. Yeah. If I can get my laptop to reboot, we should be good to continue forward, guys. Okay, there we go. Feels so weird to be streaming at this time of day still. Oh, Sunday. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Alright. Got my laptop working again. Now I gotta figure out where I put my controller. You know what? I'm gonna go get some water, okay? I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some water. And so you guys get up and stretch, get yourself something to drink.
Previously
I'm
on
back.
Alan Wake. Under the influence
I'm
of
just
the
letting
dark
Deku
presence,
roam
I
around
wrote
because
a
my
horror
brother's home
story that
soon.
is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make
No way she
more
leaves
and
my
more
feet alone.
powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by
Dang it,
last
hiccups,
year's
go away.
Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deerfest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Oh look, they're in prison.
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light.